we all started to go to school in Marquette.
Who was the first? Well, you're not the oldest, are you?
No, Hazel was the oldest, and then Lynn.
What year was Hazel born?
Hazel was 5 years. Let's see. Hazel's 5 years older than I am, so she was born in, must have been 13, 3, and 5.
So right after they got married.
Yeah, she was born the first year after they got married. I'd say 13. And
Was she born in the house, in your house?
she was born in Hordeville too, but then after they moved to Marquette, Melba was the only one that was born in Marquette. The rest of us were all born in Hordeville.
So they started in Hordeville, moved to Marquette, and then moved back to Hordeville?
And then back to Marquette. And that's when they got settled there. That's where they lived in that one place all their lives, all their married life. And then when my mother was alone, and my brother provided her a place to live in California so she could be close to them, she sold that and moved to California.
What was your mom's name again?
Martha.
Martha. When having children in Nebraska in 1918, I bet it was a lot different than it is now. Did you just have your baby? Did the doctor come to your house, or?
Yeah, she had a midwife come and deliver them. Because I can remember a little bit when Melba was born, there was a woman that lived 2 doors down from us that was a midwife, and she came over and helped with the delivery of Melba. Melba's 5 years younger than I am.
So you remember that?
Just barely can remember my dad telling about it. I don't think I really remember it. I think I remember my dad telling about it.
Would he leave, or would he be there helping, or?
Well, I think he was close by, but I don't know how much help he was. But he was in there. He was around.
So you were born in 1918.
I was born in 1918.
What do you remember about the house you lived in? How long did you live in? That was in Hordeville. How long did you live there before you moved back to Marquette?
I don't remember anything about living in Hordeville at all, because I must have been like 2 years old when we moved to Marquette, and that's the only place I remember at all. And this was just a big, rambling house. It had 3 or 4 bedrooms and big dining room and kitchen, a great big long porch, and a big dining room with a big dining room table. And my mother had people and fed people all the time. There was always family or friends or people that were working around there. Where we lived, we had 17 acres, and my dad had a few cows, and my dad raised some chickens, and they made a little bit of income off of eggs and milk and dairy products.
That's in Marquette?
In Marquette. And all of us, every one of us, kids, went to school in Marquette, and that was just just a single building, and it housed all the grades from 1st through 12th.
Did you have separate classrooms?
Yes, we had all our separate rooms, and the lower was 1st and 2nd, and then 3rd and 4th together, and 5th and 6th together, 7th and 8th together. Then up above, on the above area, you go up a bunch of stairs, and then that was where the high school was. When I was in high school...
Was it called Marquette? Was it just a city school?
Just Marquette High School. When I was in high school and graduated, there was 17 in my class.
How about, so you couldn't even field a football team?
And my brother had graduated a couple of years before, and I don't remember how many in his class, and Hazel had graduated prior to that too.
So you went all 12 years in the same school?
In the same building.
So out of the 17 people, most of them were people that you've gone to school with your whole life, right?
Yes, definitely. I've still had contact in the last few years with some of them, but not all, but some of them. I thought that was, thinking about it, I thought it was kind of strange to have lived in just one house and just going to one school and then not having moved around at all.